Oh, fancy seeing you here. It's like somehow I didn't notice you walk in.
Seeing me where?
In my office.
Oh.
Yeah, at Keen Ramps World Headquarters.
Why don't you make t-shirts that say Keen Ramps World Headquarters?
That'd be cool.
Comment below, chat, if you want Keen Ramps World Headquarters shirts.
Working on deathmatch stuff, working on Am Slam stuff. Both are getting set up on Friday the 13th, which I'm a little nervous about.
Really?
We had
I didn't even know that.
2 really big jobs like getting set up on the same day. Yeah, and last year we kind of just showed the event. So I would like to show like the behind the scenes, the making of, if you will.
The process of what this goes into this.
I mean, that's kind of what I want to like show today, is just what goes into prepping this. A lot of times when we do bigger events, people are like, how long have you been building this? Have you like been here for a week or 2 weeks? And it's like, no, we brought this yesterday on trucks and trailers and we like put it together in 5 or 6 hours. So if you look here, this is how we're bringing it in. So there's these sections. They're 6 foot tall, 6 foot wide. Each one probably weighs like, I don't know, 400 pounds or something. We're gonna bring them in like this. We're gonna put them on their side, because when they're on their side, there's like this much plywood that's like a nice forklift grab point.
Okay.
So we're gonna stick them all in the trailer. These are gonna be brought in unassembled, so it's just gonna be like the plywood, and then we're gonna rib them up. These are just gonna be stacks of 2x4s, like not together. We'll put them together on site.
That's all easy stuff to do.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
This is the extension. It's a 10 foot tall oververt extension. So that is also gonna be brought in, like mostly assembled. All the gray that you see on here, that's all birch that's going to be attached here. And then all the voided areas are gonna get filled in with other birch that we're taking out there.
Are you gonna talk about like the special part of this ramp that we can't show?
No.
Oh, you're not even gonna talk. You're not even gonna say.
I'll get briefly touch on it.
That's what I mean. Like, there's a special secret part that we can't show because it's deathmatch.
Yeah.
But like, it exists. It's going on the ramp, but we can't show it or tell you what it is.
Exactly.
All right.
That's it. You just explained it.
Glad we touched on that.
Can you guess what this is?
DDR dance pad.
Yes. We're also doing that at deathmatch. Now this is all the layers, so they're all like scaled. These are the sizes.
I could have guessed that if you would have asked me.
I did ask you.
What I thought it was.
I color coded them so that when I made all the CNC files, they're differentiated. But then this one is pretty much the same thing. So green represents everything that's gonna like be on the ramps ahead of time, and then yellow is everything we're adding while we're there. And so this is just to like cut down on setup time.
Okay.
Like, you know, every minute of that setup day counts. Like, we only have a day, and we do need to get it done really fast because the dude who painted that snake last year, editor's note, drop in photo of the snake.
Dude, you guys were painting that up until the last minute last year.
Yeah, so he was like, hey, can I like jump in now? He like painted through the night. The sooner we have the ramp up and the surfacing on, he can get to painting.
Right.
And hopefully not have to pull an all-nighter again.
Right.
So it's gonna be that same artist, but this time it's gonna be a scorpion. And then while I have you here, you wanna see everything that went into figuring out last year?
Sure.
This was last year, kind of similar. I was trying to figure out the death pocket. So these are all the different like scenarios and like radiuses that I played with.
Right.
And like all the different shapes it made.
Dude, can you imagine if it was like that?
With that long of straight.
Dude, that would have been so crazy.
Oh, this is what we ended up building.
Yeah.
But we did like kind of feather in the...
Oh, it was kind of straight. I didn't even notice that.
A few people had asked, they were like, so death pocket this year? Or pocket? Or what crazy thing? The death pocket was cool, right? Like, I think it got a lot of people's attention and it got a lot of hype. But at the end of the day, it didn't make the ramp that much better.
It only got 50'd and 5-0'd.
Yeah. And like ridden around and then pivot fakie.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There wasn't much that went down on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're scrapping that. And kind of going with like a simpler ramp in general. Milton Martinez is going to be the proud owner of this ramp.
Is he going to take the secret obstacle?
I don't know. No, I'll probably hang on to it.
Yeah, because you could put that at the ranch
It'll
and
be-
like as an extension.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Or
So,
even,
like-
even just as like a decoration.
Yeah.
It's just like it'll be fun to have.
Yeah. Dude, that looks good.
Right?
Yeah, wow.
It's kind of deep.
It is deep.
Yeah, it's,
I like
I
it.
think it's a 1/4 inch deep. I had to pay a lot of money for this, by the way.
The wood or just the
No,
cutting?
to like have the logo there. It's Thrasher and Cons. So I
Oh.
essentially like I asked about this, and they were like, I mean, that's kind of like a sponsorship of sorts.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody else wanted to slap their logo on it, they're going to charge them.
Right,
accordingly.
right.
So I had to knock like several $1,000s off the bill to have this. I mean, like this is such like an iconic event
100%.
that gives us a lot of credibility for having built it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's worth it.
I think so too, honestly.
These are just for the outside. These are all the inside ones. They don't need to be painted because they're all going to get covered. So that's
Okay.
a transition section on its side. We're going to get there. It's going to be on the trailer like this. We're going to pull it off, set it down, tip it over, tilt it up, build these, slide that under, screw it all together, and then put the decks.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, since it was like relatively the same ramp, you already had all the specs and coding in the CNC?
The majority, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that made it easy.
Yeah, that helped a lot. I had to sort of modify a lot of the sheeting because we didn't have those extensions and the roller, so I had to like kind of like replicate the regular 6-foot side.
Sure.
Which it was kind of easy. It was just like retrofitting some files.
Sure.
So yeah, this stack is gonna be like what we're gonna take. This
Okay.
is all stuff that doesn't need to be assembled here. And then this stack is all pieces that are going to get applied to the sections that are next door. You know, my guys are gonna be the ones putting these on here. And then because we have the San Diego Am Slam and Deathmatch on the same day, most of the guys that are here are gonna be doing Am Slam, and then I'm doing Deathmatch sort of solo. I'm using Brent Cromuller. He's like an OG ramp builder.
The same guys you used last year,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude with the big red beard.
Yeah.
And then hit Travis, and then this other guy, Chris. So they're super talented. They built bowls. They do the Copenhagen contest. They
Nice.
travel the world building ramps. They built stuff for Tony Hawk. Like, this is very easy for them.
Right.
So I'm like subcontracting them to help with the assembly.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to make everything as intuitive as possible, and you know, everything just like our kits. Like
Right.
this is a giant kit
Right.
that myself and a couple other ramp builders, Wolf ran into the pole.
I got that.
Jeez. We're just about done. I mean, we're still a week out. We're just painting everything. Like that's
A week out before you head out there.
Yeah, 6 is like a whole
Big.
nother ballpark.
Yeah, it's crazy that, you know, you look at a ramp or you talk about like sizing of ramps and you're like, oh yeah, 6 feet. It doesn't sound that tall. My homie's 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
But then you get to it and it's like kind of like, dude, even skating the one at the ranch is like pretty buff.
Yeah, you have to like be in the zone.
Yeah.
I have to really warm up. I have to mentally like psych myself up.
Yeah.
It's like a different caliber of skating.
Yeah. I didn't know you had that many done already.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
all
like,
together.
they're all done.
And also my new boat is here.
Yeah. Special things coming with this very soon.
Yeah.
We can't talk about that either, can we?
No, we can. I'm gonna put a ramp on it.
Okay. I feel like people don't really get to see the behind the scenes of like what goes into all of these cool events that you do all the time. you
Yeah,
know?
for sure. Like a lot of times we just cover the event and you just see the skating and
Yeah.
it's like, oh cool, all right, later on to the next.
Yeah.
But it's like, this is like the deathmatch ramp's a pretty big undertaking. Like
Yeah.
We've probably been working on it already for like a week and some change. Not like every day, all day, but a pretty good amount. So, you know, all said and done, this ramp is probably gonna have like a couple hundred man hours in it.
Right, dude.
Because I probably spent at least somewhere between like 20 and 40 hours like on the computer just designing.
Right.
And then probably another like 10 to 20 hours of making the CNC files. And then having like 3 and 4 guys like assemble these for a day or two straight, and then assemble the floor frames, and then like paint everything. And then like I'm gonna spend a whole day loading the trailer and loading the van and like all the tools and all the stuff, and then building it, taking it down. And then it's gonna go to Milton's house, and then we're gonna build it again. Like,
You want to know what's funny about all this? The irony here?
Huh.
I would argue that the designing and the CNC files are harder than building this.
I would agree.
Yeah.
There's more of a learning curve for sure.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
I guess that's like one of the pluses or the liberties of like having your own thing is you can
And working in the thing you love.
Yeah, and you can identify the things that you're best at, the things that you're good at, or you don't like doing, or you like doing more.
Right.
And then delegate the things that you don't like doing or you're not good at. I'd say this event it for sure like it makes me the most nervous. And it's weird because, you know, it's really talented guys that are gonna skate it, but just because everything's so much bigger, I'm like, oh, they could get really hurt. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like scared for them. They're probably excited.
Yeah, I mean, but it is crazy.
Like the Miltons and the Chris Russells, like they're not scared.
No,
They're just like,
no.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, they skate stuff like this that's concrete.
Yeah. I don't know, there's kind of like a lot on the line, like reputation-wise. It's Thrasher. It's like, it's the Bible. It's the Holy Grail. It's like
Yeah.
the tastemaker of skateboarding. As much as I don't like to like play into those politics, they're there. I want to like knock this out of the park.
Right.
I want to leave the best taste in their mouth. I want everybody that skates the ramp to be like, that ramp was sick.
Yeah.
And then I want all the guys at Thrasher to be like, yeah, you're our dude. So this is the second time. I mean,
Yeah.
I got the call back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's that. All right, yeah, so if you want to go to Deathmatch, I think there's still tickets. It's at Pappy and Harriet's in Joshua Tree on September 14th. Last time I checked, they were available. I think they're like $40. Too Short is headlining, by the way.
Yeah.
Blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Blow it.
Crazy that they got him.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of the bands that are playing, I do want to mention
Yeah.
Speed and Scowl are also playing. Both really relevant, popular punk hardcore bands right now.
Can I mosh to it?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna be in the pit. Yeah, I think there's still tickets. Last time I looked, it said standing room only. But I mean, it's a pretty like open venue. There's not seating per se anyway.
Standing room only?
Yeah.
Wait, is there seated tickets?
No.
Oh.
But it makes it sound like it's over capacity, right?
Yeah.
Like when you read it, you're like, oh no.
Yeah. There's nowhere to sit.
But it's just a big open.
But it's great. It's a lot of space.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And then if you're not able to go to Pappy and Harriet's, also September 14th in San Diego at Belmont Park, we're building the San Diego Am Slam. So that's going to be some stairs and ledges and rails, kind of like impact section, best trick kind of stuff. So that's also happening.
Super eventful weekend.
Very, yeah. I just gotta do the rest of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's fine.